Hi, Mrs.Reavis class. My name is Will. I'm Walker's dad. I work for a small company called Pacific Sensor, and at Pacific Sensor we help scientists and engineers study corrosion. You might not have heard of corrosion, but really corrosion is just a fancy word for rust. You may have seen rust on one of your toys, maybe if you left it outside in the backyard and it got rained on, or maybe your parents left a tool or something like that out, which so you have an example of that. Hopefully you guys can see this, but you see that reddish brown stuff, that is rust. And that reddish brown color is actually on Mars. That's why they call it the red planet. So if you look at Mars, it appears red because it's full of rusty iron. Now, rust can be pretty ugly, especially if it happens on your car or something like that. You wouldn't want that there. But it can also be very dangerous. Say if something rusts a lot, eventually it will break. So if something rusts a bunch on your car and maybe a part falls off or something like that, it can cause an accident. Or another example would be on a large bridge. Big bridges are made out of steel, and if those big steel beams start to rust slowly, eventually they could break and the bridge could collapse and a lot of people could get hurt. Or in pipelines, like if you had a pipe in your house and it started to rust and it created a leak and filled your house with water or something like that, that wouldn't be a good thing. It would do a lot of damage to your house. Or if there was another type of pipeline out there in the world, there's lots of pipelines everywhere, and they could be filled with chemicals. And if those chemicals leaked out into the environment, it would be bad for the environment and very potentially dangerous. So what we try to do is figure out ways that we can work with scientists and engineers to stop corrosion, so we can prevent it, so we can help protect the environment and help keep people safe. I have a little experiment for you guys. So I gave each one of you a corrosion coupon, so you should be getting one of those. And I'm gonna grab the camera here and I'm gonna show you how to do this little experiment at home with your parents. So ask your parents for help and I will show you how to set this up really quick. Okay, let's see if I can get this set up. All right, so you can see what I have here is a beaker full of water. So what you'll want to do is get either a glass or it could be a plastic, just a water bottle. You want something clear that you can see through, and put some warm water in it. And you may not have a mixer like I have here, but it's okay. You can just use a spoon or something to stir, or you can shake it up in the bottle, whichever. And you also want to get some salt, so your parents can probably help you get some salt from your pantry. Chemists call salt sodium chloride. So if you want to sound smart at the dinner table, you can ask your parents to pass you the sodium chloride. Now, what you want to do is just take your salt and mix it in with your water and stir it in. And you just want to get that salt to dissolve into the water. And then what you'll do is take your corrosion coupon. Looks just like this, you should have one. And you'll want to hang it in the water. Now, if you don't have a hanger or something like this, you can just set it in the water. It's not a big deal, just set it in there. And that's pretty much it. So you just leave it in there, come back and check on it each day and make some observations and see what happens to that piece of steel. This is 1010 carbon steel. That's what your coupon is made from. So you should start to see some rust and some things happening. So watch it for a few days and let me know what you see. If you have any questions about the experiment or about what I do here, you can comment in this video below, and I'll answer all your questions. Thank you so much.